Dog culture goes right along with child neglect. So we're over here at the internet looking at some of the common things that are all about dog love, and dog worship. It's always adversarial. So, like this one from Mark Twain right here. Why, if your dog is so great, if everything's so great with your dog, why do you need to go around holding your dog up with this moral grandstanding type of thing? Dogs are better than kids. Dogs are better than people. How come everything always has to be a direct comparison to people? It's like you like a car better than another kind of car. Do you drive around and constantly tell everybody that your car is better than someone else's car? This is like this moral grandstanding, adversarial type of thinking, and you're pushing this whole my dog is better on society because look what he says. The more I learn about people, dude, you are people, and so people are putting themselves at a lower priority than dogs, and it means they're going to put their kids at a lower priority than dogs too, and they're going to go around propagating all of this stuff. It's like such moral grandstanding. If you really understand why people say stuff like this, this is just the habits of narcissism and moral grandstanding. Like dogs make better humans than people do. No, they don't. They don't have a prefrontal lobe. They don't even have a speech center. And like the Kellogg experiments already proved, it's bad to put these things next to humans because they don't have a brain. And so in America, check out these statistics. More houses have dogs than have kids. So while we have all of these kids without parents, we got houses with pup parents and fur daddies and fur mamas. Do you realize that a child born in America has a good chance of being deprioritized for the sake of dog ownership? If you look at this through the wide lens, this is just terrible. People prioritize dogs so much more than they should over themselves, over their own children. And this isn't just like some little thing that doesn't matter. Like, oh, the kids will get over it. The dogs will replace their parents. Removing children from their parents can have terrible effects on kids, mammals. I mean, we've already proven this in society by putting little chimps in captivity in small cages and dolphins and killer whales and stuff. Taking little creatures away from their proper species and putting them by other species, it leads to all kinds of problems. And look at this. More parents are prioritizing dogs over kids. Many pet owners consider pets as family members and put their needs before their own. So if all of these adults out there in the USA put their needs at a low priority versus their dog, well, of course they're going to do it to kids, and they're going to do it to. It doesn't even necessarily mean like their own kids. If you're an uncle or a grandfather or a brother, and one of your family members has kids, but you have a bunch of dogs, of course you're going to put more effort into your own dogs than your friends and family's kids too. So this isn't just like a narrow scope way of looking at it. This is going to affect everybody. And there's so many articles and other things where all these people admit that they care more about their dogs than their kids. Oh, the kids are more expensive, more expensive. Like that's a big part of this. They say financial burden right here, and that's just completely cognitively dissonant, ignorant thinking. Because the financial burden of your child is like a long-term investment. When you get sick, when you have problems, your child can help you when they grow up. Maybe your son grows up to be an automotive mechanic and you have some problems with your car. He can come over and do some repairs for you. Maybe your son knows how to do repair on your house. He can come help you. A dog will never do that. A dog will never make an appointment for you. A dog will never help you when you fall down or get dementia or hurt your leg. None of that stuff. So this whole thing about financial burden, this topic, this giant topic, They try to act like people are doing something super smart. Oh, I got a dog because it's cheaper, man. I'm good with my money. I'm not going to get one of those expensive children. That's how they look at it. They look at it transactionally, and then they trick themselves thinking that they're being smart by getting a dog because the initial cost is cheaper. But the long term cost to society and everybody else is huge because you end up prioritizing that dog more than your child, more than yourself, and more than the other children in society. Like, for example, people are constantly taking dogs to school grounds and baseball diamonds where kids play because they don't want to go to the nasty dog parks, and then they let their dogs shit and piss all over the place and also disrupt games and disrupt other child activities at those places because they don't care about those kids. They think that their dogs are better. So, dog ownership in our society comes right along with child neglect. This article talks about how we have more households with pets than children. And while that seems like you could argue that's just perfectly normal, like that's just where our society is at, but the downstream effect of our thinking and our spending habits and what we think we need to do with our property, how we think we need to maintain the neighborhood. If we have kids in our house, then we're going to want to go to the park with bicycles and skateboards, play basketball, go on nature walks, stuff like that. Stuff that lends to the healthy and happiness of our next generation of kids. But if we're just in these houses full of pets, we're not going to be thinking that way. So this is like snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger. The more pets that we own, the more dogs that we own, the more that we just don't think about kids, we don't care about kids, and then we sit there looking at dogs being affected by Kindershima. I'll put a link to that in the description. So just more and more deprioritizing of children because we have more dogs, more houses with dogs. So of course the products that are going to be offered to us are going to be products for dog owners. And of course now people are going to say, well, my dog is my child. I raised him. I've been raising dogs. And so that's back to this whole moral grandstanding thing of I raised my dog. My dog is, my dog's better than everybody else. But yeah, dog ownership just goes right along with child neglect.